welcome to another amazing episode of Uncommon Conversations. I am your host, Zsa Zsa, and I know that you are ready for an amazing show. Listen, if you have ever wanted to follow your dreams of being an artist in a music industry, listen, I have an amazing guest right here on Uncommon Conversations for you today. Listen, this wonderful, amazing young lady is a native Detroiter, all the way here, started singing when she was the age of 3. Can you believe it? And now she is getting ready to debut her very first album, Offspring. Listen, without further ado, help me welcome Markesha Devine.
Hello.
Hey, Markesha girl, you look amazing. Oh my God.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You look amazing as well.
Listen, Markesha, you have been singing since the age of 3. I cannot even believe it. I just want to know, because you've worked with your family, your father has been the producer, what has been some of the amazing factors and reasonings attributing to your music career?
Once I started singing at the age of 3, it really started from my mom and my dad. Both are amazing, dope people. Is first of all, shout out to them. But they've been singing. My mom started singing in church, and my dad singing in church, and he's a music producer. So it kind of fell on me to start singing, and that's something that grew on me, and I love it. Like, it's my passion.
Now, Markesha, you have done some things that most ordinary 13-year-olds would never do. You know, most 13-year-olds are playing video games or on Snapchat, creating videos on TikTok. But at the age of 13, you were in the studio recording your first single. Now, you are a part of an amazing family that has attributed to your music career. What was that like, being a teenager, knowing that you're getting in the studio, getting ready to pursue your first single and your first album, especially knowing that you were doing it alongside your father? I think that's absolutely amazing. Tell us a little bit more about that experience at 13.
Well, I did have a childhood, but also I was so focused on music, only music, singing, anything. I would listen to old school songs like Mary J. Blige, My Life. I love that type of stuff. So anything that he would bring home, or let's say he had a studio in the living room or something like that, he would play his music and stuff, and I just listened to him and stuff, and it just really fell on me to like be who I am today. Like, so it's more of a, let's say, it's a natural gift.
Now, Markesha, you have done some amazing things, and one of the most amazing things that I have been able to witness is your relationship with your father. And like most young ladies in the world that we live in today, those relationships can be very straining and can cause frustration on both ends. You have partnered with your dad to work on your new album, Offspring, and he is attributed to your album and your music career, and coming from a family of entertainers and people singing in the church. Why was it so important for you to have a relationship with your father in collaborating with your music? And tell us about how important it is for women and their fathers, you know, young girls and their fathers, to have a great relationship, because, you know, in the days that we live in, that is so important. Tell me, what was it like, you know, working with your dad, and why it's important for ladies to have a relationship with their dads?
It was actually really fun. It was really fun. Like, I got to learn things about him, got to learn things about myself as well. Growing as a young woman in the studio, it really is really great. Like, it was a really great process to work with him. He was hard on me, but it worked out pretty well. So.
Now, Markesha, you are on Uncommon Conversations, premiering your first debut album, Offspring, and I want you to tell all of my viewers about this amazing album, the collaboration with your father being one of the producers on the album, some of your collaborations. Just tell me about the songs. What were you feeling like in the studio? What was it like, you know, going from the 3-year-old girl with the gift from God to sing, and going from the 13-year-old that was the first time in the studio, and now you're actually getting ready to have your own album? How does that feel? Tell me all about that experience.
Offspring was really entitled off of something that my dad made up, you know. It's because I'm his offspring, you know, pretty much just be seen in the light of as a different woman, not as a little kid everybody knows as Keisha, you know what I'm saying? So it's grown up as an adult, Um, I really don't know what to say, but it really, was a great process for me.
Now, Offspring is your debut album. Tell me all about the collabs that you had on the album.
Well, actually, I never had any collabs. I didn't have any.
Now, you are such a songstress, and I'm so excited for you. And just, speaking of transitioning and thinking outside of the box, you have been influenced by some of the most amazing artists that we have known today. Of course, the songstress, Whitney Houston, Jasmine Sullivan, I'll bust the windows out your car. Kelly Price, Brandy, of course, sitting up in my room. Okay, now, Markesha, tell me some of the other gospel artists and other influencers that have contributed to your music and your style of music. Tell me about some of the gospel artists that you want to work with and that you love.
Kiera Shear. Oh my God. She is amazing. When I tell you amazing, like her runs and riffs is just amazing. And I can just learn from me because I can do some things. And some people do compare me to her sometimes, not to toot my own horn, but um Mary, who else is good, really good? Shirley Caesar, those people. Some couple artists I listen to that's not really mainstream, like Chastity, but I have a few of them. Can't really name them off the top of my head, but
Now you are working with your family and you all are just doing the thing in your music world. And, a lot of times people want to be, famous and they're chasing after power and fortune, but they don't really realize that there's another side of the music industry besides performing and the glitz and the glam. But it's actually a true business strategy that you must have in order to be successful in the music industry. Now, I know you're good at singing, girlfriend. Now, what have you learned in your process of singing on the business side of things? Because a lot of people don't really realize, how important it is to learn that portion, especially when it comes to contracts and money and stuff like that. Tell me, what have you learned so far?
well, honestly, right now is more learning for me because it was really pretty much kind of, an easy thing, easy route for. So right now I'm venturing off for myself to really start doing things on my own, So it honestly, it's kind of it's in the middle. I would say that.
Listen, technology has taken over the map, okay? We got all types of social media platforms that are around the world. Listen, somebody could be listening to you on the other side of the country. Now, as you have evolved in your music industry, tell me about how you could have picked another career choice. I mean, if you could have been something else other than a music artist and a songstress and a writer for music, what other career would you have pursued? Because, a lot of times people are, a musician and a nurse or, a firefighter and then they DJ at night. What would you have chosen as another career path if music wasn't your love?
I would honestly be a honestly a singer, but I like helping out people too. Like honestly, speaking to people and helping them out.
Now, Markesha, I know that your love for music goes beyond life itself, but you have another side that you love to utilize your voice for, and that's speaking life into other people, especially people who have gone through some of the challenges and trauma that you have faced. Tell me a little bit about how you have contributed to your community and how your community has attributed to you and given back to you in your career.
Well, honestly, I would like to tell my story to people that actually dealt with things because I actually dealt with things that I had to because to the woman that I am today to help people out. Like I went through this with you. You know what I'm saying? If you went through depression or anxiety, any type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before, so it's honestly good to help somebody out with that, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing today.
You know, Markesha, I love your tenacity and your perseverance to fight for your dreams, because so many people don't. They give up before they even get a chance to start. Now, Markesha, tell me something that you would want to tell other young women and young men out there in the world that are suffering and dealing with anxiety and depression and dealing with some of those challenges. What would be something you would want to say and speak into their lives in this very moment, especially coming from the city of Detroit, just like you? What would you want them to know?
Well, honestly, I would like to tell you guys that, sometimes it's gonna get hard. Sometimes life is gonna hit you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh God, I don't know what's going on right now." But I would say, keep moving forward, no matter what. Keep moving forward, and it's kind of getting me in my tears, but I'm not gonna cry. Just to be honest, like keep moving forward.
You know, Markesha, it's okay. You know, it's okay to have those tears, because those are real, genuine tears of feelings and emotions. And I think one of the things that people oftentimes do, especially people that look like you and I, we oftentimes mask the pain that we feel when we're going through some of the things. And this genuinely shows, just how human you are and how human we all are, because we can hide those things behind closed doors, and people never know what we're actually going through in the moment. And I love the fact that you shared that emotion with us today, because there's a young lady and a young man out there that are going through some of these things that you are talking about, and speaking life into those individuals that are pursuing their dreams and having challenges. It can be hard, especially coming up and growing up in the city of Detroit. We have very limited resources, and we really try to make something out of nothing. And I'm extremely grateful that you took the mask off, and you're sharing your journey with other people that are pursuing their dreams, especially in the music career and music industry. And I thank you for that. I thank you for that. You know what, Markesha, you already know you got God on your side, and that is the plus in all of this that we are chasing in this crazy life that we live. You have been influenced by a lot of different artists that you mentioned earlier. And listen, we can do all things through Christ, which strengthens us, okay? Not some things, but all things, okay? All of them. What the scripture say? All of the things. Anyway, Markesha, tell me some of the artists that you would like to work with in the future, because I know that, God is going to do some amazing things, and he's going to expand your territory in the music field. Who are some of the people that you want to work with and for future projects?
I would love to work with Anita Baker.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Woo! That woman can sing, okay?
Okay.
Anita Baker, Brandy, hey. Brandy, Jasmine Sullivan, Fantasia, anybody. I would love to work with anyone that's, especially those my influences and stuff. So.
And you know what? You never know who is watching Uncommon Conversations, because, Markesha, you are putting those things out into the universe, and I'm sure that they are going to come back. And, speaking of this universe and the world that we're living in right now, it has definitely been a trying time and a trying season we all have faced during this pandemic. Tell me, Markesha, what were some of the things that, this pandemic and dealing with this virus has taught you, especially personally, as well as how it has impacted you when it comes to your music career?
Patience. Patience. It taught me patience. I'm a type of person that like, oh, I want it now. Like, so patience is really the thing I really learned about this through the pandemic and life period. Patience.
Markesha, you are doing some amazing things out here in the music world. And as we matriculate in life and leave our legacy behind and all of the great things that we are doing in life, when people think of Markesha Devine, what do you want people to think about when it comes to your brand and your legacy? What do you want to leave behind when it comes to your life and what you want people to remember you for?
Well, I just want to help people. As long as I can help someone, that can honestly be great for me. I'm not really looking at what my legacy would be. I honestly want a legacy, but I'm just going through a life. Like honestly, if I help somebody out, that's my main focus.
And you know what, Markesha, that is beautiful because, you know, being a guest on the show of Uncommon Conversations, it's all about the power of being able to help someone else transition in their life and to be able to give those type of resources and support that they need in order to move forward in life. And, you know, moving forward in life, you have had some trials and tribulations and things that you've had to overcome. Just like me, you know, I've had some trials and tribulations and some securities or insecurities that I've had to overcome. You know, being a woman and being a music artist, sometimes you can have those challenges as well. Tell me some of the things that you've had to overcome as a woman, especially being a Black woman in the city of Detroit pursuing a music career. Tell me some of the challenges that you have, you know, overcome.
Okay. Me being an artist, being just focused, staying focused, and letting my insecurities get the best of me because I am a plus size girl. You know, some plus size girls aren't welcome in the in the artist world. So it's just like I learned that about myself. So.
And Markesha, you are absolutely stunning. Okay, gorgeous. You know, you can tell sometimes when you meet people that have that ability to speak into other people's lives, whether it be through words or music or song, and you have that it factor, honey. You know, some people, you know, you just know that they just have that ability to capture the moment and just do their God-given talents. Now, speaking of God-given talents, tell me all about some of your favorite songs on your new entitled album Offspring, some of your favorite songs, and you know, tell me the stories behind them. Come on, girl, give me the tea.
Well, first starting off with Run.
Okay.
The reason why Run is my favorite is because it's basically talking about me running, not, you know, if when a guy comes back or whatever, basically running back to his love, but you know, that's a good song. On My Way is a good song. It's a love song, and you really have to listen to it in order to tell. But I was like all of them.
The dating scene has definitely changed, and you know, you're singing about love, and you know, the dating and connecting, it has evolved tremendously, and you know, you're surrounded by family and friends and lovers. But I saw that little smirk you had on your face when you brought up the name of this song. Now I need you to give me a little bit more tea on this subtitle of the song on your new album Offspring. Now tell me about this love life, honey.
Well, my dad wrote the song. And it was more so me telling the story, like me going to the guys, just meeting up with him and talking to him and stuff. So, but my love life,
I know your love for music has allowed you to survive. And listen, every time I have a guest on the show, we play this game. It's called the Survival Kit. And you use one, lose one, and give one away every time I name 3 items, okay? Are you up for the challenge, Markesha?
yes.
Okay, Markesha. Now, with the survival kit game, I'm going to give you 3 options, okay? I'm going to name those 3 options. I'm going to give you 30 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? Are you ready, Markesha? Okay. You're going to lose one, use one, and give one away, okay? So I'm going to name the first 3. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. You ready? All right. Jar of honey, shovel, bonding glue. You're going to use one, lose one, and give one away. Jar of honey, shovel, bonding glue. What you got?
I would say we can lose the honey.
Okay, you're going to lose the honey? Okay.
Keep the shovel.
Okay, you're going to keep the shovel. Got you. Okay, you giving away the bonding glue, girl. You know we need that for our lashes. Okay. Second round. Second round. You ready? Beach towel, duct tape, garbage bag. You're going to use one, lose one, and give one away. Beach towel, duct tape, garbage bag.
Okay.
We
can keep the beach towel. Wait, repeat the question.
Beach towel, duct tape, garbage bag. You're gonna use one, lose one, and give one away. Okay? Okay now, Markesha. Your 30 seconds about to be up. Okay, you ready? Okay, we got one more round. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you're gonna lose one, use one, and give one away. You ready? Okay, sticky notes, tweezers, light bulbs. Again, that's sticky notes, tweezers, light bulb. You're gonna use one, lose one, and give one away.
Sticky notes.
Come on, Markesha, you got this.
The tweezers.
Well, thank you so much, Markesha, for playing the survival kit, girl. Okay, you know how to survive, okay, as long as you got music, right? Listen, I just want to thank our amazing guest that was on the show with us today, Miss Markesha Devine. Make sure you guys go out and support her debut album, Offspring, which is on all the major platforms. Listen, we got to make sure that we take Markesha Devine to the top. Listen, if you are joining us, you have tuned in to Uncommon Conversations. I am your amazing host, Zsa Zsa Hubbard, and I want to thank our sponsors who continue to put us on the air. Listen, we want to thank our amazing guest again, Miss Markesha Devine. And listen, follow us on our social media, okay? Listen, follow me, Zsa Zsa Hubbard, on all social media platforms. You can also write in to us at P.O. Box 27866, Detroit, Michigan 48227. Again, write to us. Listen, we want to hear all about the guests that you want to have on the show. Listen, if you want to be on the show, slide in my DMs. Y'all do it any other time. Listen, if you are tuning in to Uncommon Conversations, that was the power of a conversation. Until next week, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Ain't got time for games. Ain't got time for lames. You might think I'm strange, but you must be insane if you think I'm gonna stick around while you run my love into the ground. Yeah, I'm not here for it. No, I'm not.